This is the last chance we'll have to get out as the three of us together. Doing what we love most, camping and adventure. We are Lil, Jake and Hazel. Join us as we head on a little overnight adventure to camp on top of a waterfall in southern Tasmania. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get into it. We've been looking to get out of the house for the past few weeks. Lately, it seems all we've been doing is organising our lives so that our overseas journey can be as smooth as possible. And sometimes with being that busy, it's easy to forget that we live in an amazingly beautiful place. There's only so long we have left to experience it.
Hey yo, are you excited to go camping? Yeah? Do you want to go camping? This might be one of the last times we ever go camping. Together.
It's also our chance for us to spend more time with our Pup Hazel, who sadly won't be joining us on our adventure to come. This place is only an hour from Hobart and offers some spectacular scenery, but is often overlooked by many, meaning that coming here during the week leaves us with this place to ourselves.
So the track that we're doing today is, well, what I call Snug Falls or Margate Falls.
Snug Falls.
Snug Falls?
What do I mean?
Pelverata Falls.
Pelverata Falls. Not even the right waterfall.
Yes, sorry. So you just come out of Margate. We're in between Margate and Newville.
What's up?
Hazel doesn't think we're in between Margate and Newville. I think we should look. But yeah, it's a short four-wheel drive track, probably 30 minutes from Hobart to get to the start of it. And it takes you to the top of a waterfall, to the top of Pelverata Falls. I haven't been up here in years. It's notoriously rocky, but we'll see how we go in the Prado, in the luxury car. It's definitely a lot more comfortable than I remember it ever being. But I mean, I used to come up here in leaf-sprung utes with small tyres, and it's a bit different now in this car. Come here, get you some water. Look, Hayes, water? Yep, you good? Water. Guys, look at the track here. I was actually expecting this to be quite easy. I thought this could be a nice little camp. You know, a bit of a getaway for Lil Hazel and I. It's really turning into being something. Look at this. Look at that, that's all just mud. I wonder if Lil's picking the right line here.
Today, Lila's going to drive the whole track herself. It's usually me in the driver's seat, but I've come to realise recently that it's a great idea if Lil gets some experience behind the wheel of a car off-road. There's only so much watching someone else driving can teach you, whether it's in person or on YouTube.
Guys, this is quite the adventure actually. It's beautiful out here. And by the amount of water that's laying around, I reckon we might see a waterfall.
And
today.
learning how a car reacts in slippery mud and how and where to place wheels to avoid damage.
Look at that for a hole there.
Is something you can only learn by doing. That. And she's doing a great job so far.
Well done on driving through that. You did a good job.
No, I'm a cream of the bog hole.
Oh yeah?
Mm.
You were actually a bogged babe?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Alright guys, we just got to this area called the Saw Pit.
What's the saw pit?
You're about to find out.
Look at this. There's some money over here.
There's some money. Oh, there's 30 cents there. Wow.
Why people would just throw money away like that?
I know.
That's terrible.
That's wild. That's crazy. We don't have any bin bags. Oh. Oh, there's more. We could fill our Alucab ladder bag up right there. With cans.
Yeah, okay.
What are you doing? I'll leave them there for you. Okay guys, as I was saying before, this area is known as the Saw Pit. So basically they used to log up here back in the day. Realistically, this was the big, huge area where they would cut the logs. And you can tell because there's remnants of old steam boilers here. Wow, look at this steam boiler here. Now, by the look of this thing, they were using steam boilers out here in probably like the late 1800s, early 1900s to power all the machinery, to cut all the timber. And then this big area over here is basically where they would mill all the wood. You can imagine they would have all their machinery and all that kind of stuff out here in this big open bit. And then they'd be cutting all the timber. But you see, the problem is they're leaving all the sawdust down. Now, what happens when you have a huge pile of sawdust out here? It creates a bottomless pit. These bog holes in here are never ending. You will not get a car through that. You could probably drive through just here. Here, no go. Wonder if we can find a stick here. Here, actually, let's have a look at the ground here. You can see it's not really dirt. It's actually like it's all sawdust. So it doesn't really hold the moisture very well. But look at this stick. That's just mud. You're never coming out of that. So people get stuck in here, babe, for days.
Hazel.
You get out of there, please. Days and days. I've been stuck in here before. It wasn't great. Years and years ago with my mate Josh, we got stuck over here in this part here. It wasn't good time. It was actually a horrific time. We were stuck for hours and a quad bike had to pull me out. How embarrassing, a quad bike. Anyway, pretty cool spot. Worth having a look. And obviously there's like remnants of the old boilers and stuff up there, which is pretty cool. But this sort of marks about halfway along the track. So we're halfway there. But before we get back on the trail, I just want to talk about recovery gear and like what I bring with me. And to be honest, I don't actually bring much. I don't have a winch, we didn't have anything. There's no max tracks. But there's one little tool that I want to show you guys that if you have a modern car like this, you 100% need to have if you're taking it off-roading in remote places. Just under here, this little bad boy, this is my Carly code scanner. Now what this bad boy allows me to do is monitor the car.
It's super easy to read live diagnostics of your car on the fly. And that's really handy when you're using your car under heavy loads.
Now I've had a problem before with this car where it just wouldn't go. It wouldn't accelerate. We just got into the car and it's come up with this. Oh, it's giving me no accelerator. And what I had to do was disconnect the battery and wait for the ECU to reset and then put it back on and hope for the best. But if I had one of these, I could actually find out what was going on at that point in time. Clear the code, fix it. There could have been something pretty badly wrong, but I've just got no idea and I reset the ECU. Whereas having this, I would have been able to reset the code and continue
Carly
on.
also has this great feature in the app that scans your car and checks the health, making sure everything's A-OK, even if the car's own screen isn't showing anything's wrong. Meaning you can catch problems before it happens.
It's super simple. All you need to do is find your OBD port, plug Carly in, it lights up, connect to the app on your phone, and away you go. There's a free app that pretty much does almost everything, but you can also use the paid subscription to unlock even more features in the app. So thanks to Carly for sponsoring this video. Now back into the action. This is probably the hardest climb on this track. See how we go in the Prado. Hazel, you co-pilot. Does not look steep at all on camera. I don't know whether that makes it look harder from the top or not, but it's fairly steep and there's a few big ruts. There's huge rocks. We're rock crawling. There's a fair bit of a step up right here, so we'll see how we go. The problem with this car is it's so low. Does not bother it. Woo! You can just see how low this car is. Look at this. It's so close. And that's the problem. When you let the tires down, it gets even closer. It's still amazingly comfortable and amazingly capable as well. But that is a bit of a downfall. Maybe we need a lift kit. Righty, Lil's coming up to this obstacle. We'll see what she does. I'm not gonna coax her down. Actually, maybe I will say that side, because I don't really want to lose a side step, but see how we go.
Even though this doesn't look very technical on camera, Lil's doing a great job piloting the Prado down this obstacle. A few wrong turns and we'd be doing a side step delete.
Side step very close. Look at that. Hazel, you're celebrating. You're celebrating, Hazel. Yeah! Woo! Alright, that's never a good sign, is it? Danger ahead, they reckon. Oh, guys. I'm just walking up here. It's getting very, very muddy, but I can see a big obstacle ahead of us. I mean, one, I've got to walk over this. Oh no! No. Not the Archies. This is a disaster. Oh. Damn. Oh. This is horrific. Oh, man down. I know, there's damage. This used to be a big obstacle up here and they've filled it in. This used to be like full of logs and it was a huge big ruddy section. And now it's all filled in. They must have got an excavator up here. Sometimes that's a shame, and then other times it's good. I mean, it lets people get to the waterfall and opens the track, but ruins half the fun. No, there is a boggy section. You know, it's fine going down the hill. How are we gonna get up? Oh my God, look at that down there. Excuse me. You're doing a great job.
You can hear the car scraping along this track through the mud. And luckily, we've installed a full set of bash plates from Bay House last year, which means that this thing can just slide along with no problems. Sure, a lift kit would be nice, but at least everything underneath is all protected from who knows what in this mud. I'm sure you could get into a bit of trouble out here with a big dump of rain and a couple of questionable decisions, but luckily today, Lil steered us to safety.
That must be so close to that side step. We went past it already.
As much as I wanted to tell Lil to just blast through this and have fun, the car was just bottoming out so hard we had no choice but to take it slow and slide over these sections, bumping and dragging our way closer and closer to our destination.
Alright, we just arrived. Jakey's going to turn the car around and then we're going to go and see the waterfall. Hazel, come here. Hazel, come here. But I just was looking. I didn't realise we bought bronze rims. Maybe we should have gone bronze because they look sick. Anyway, let's swivel around. Look at that view.
You good?
Hazel, you want to go for a walk? To the waterfall. So today we went surfing and it had been a long time between surfs. But I don't even know what happened. On my first wave, I don't know if like my leg rope got stuck around my second toe or like I just banged it or something on the way up. But it is cooked. Like it's bruised. Oh, that's not a good look. That toenail I also ripped off the other day, so that's good. But look at it, it's really bruised. Really bruised. So yeah, I can't really walk.
around the dog. Whoa, that's an edge. Dog, you stay close. I'm gonna carry you from now on. This is a normal bush walk with Lil Jake. Me with the camera and the dog and the cameras and Lil lagging behind. Whoa, this place is sick. So cool. There's little swimming holes and stuff up here. That's wicked. Hazel's gonna love it as long as she doesn't go off the cliff. I really hope she doesn't go off the cliff. Wow. Now Hazel, you don't go over there near that edge. But look, your favourite, fresh water. I knew you'd love coming here. Straight into it. How you going, babe?
Woohoo! This is so good, you guys. This is worth it. Even with the inappropriate footwear. Wow. Like, I don't know if you can tell just the magnitude of this hill. For reference, this is the size of my hand and that's the size of the hill. So like, pretty big. That's also stretched out, which is absolutely insane. Oh my gosh, Hazel is a mountain lion. She is having the time of her little life. Hazel, hi. Are you loving this? Oh my God. Hazel, what do you think? This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Wow.
Back to the car.
Hazel. What a beautiful place to camp tonight, you guys. No one around. I can scream as loud as I want and nobody will hear me.
Okay, the hunt begins for fire sticks. For me to start a little fire for us so we can cook dinner. There's a lot right here. Here's something that someone else prepared earlier. Hey, no, don't steal my stick.
No. Alright.
Excuse me. This is the fire, not the stick pile.
She said she's a fire starter.
Look, here you go. This stick here, you have that. Let me just get the end of this off because I want this bit. You can have the other bit. Hang on. See, no, this bit here. This one. See? You have that. Take that away. Yum.
Yum. Smells pretty good.
Dinner is served. Look at that.
Fry pan each because we haven't got any plates. And last week people were like, why are you eating off paper plates? And I was like, because we don't have any plates.
No, we've got frying pans now. We've upgraded. We've gone past plates.
Yeah, past plates.
I'm not going to put my salad on my fry pan.
Mine's still scalding.
Yeah.
But hopefully the chicken's cooked.
I reckon. Palmies. Look at that. That's top notch.
Fry pan palmies. Ready? Do you want to see mine? And then sweet potato fry. Mmm. That's the best thing I've ever cooked camping. Hey guys, we're in our tent. It's a full moon tonight, or close to full moon.
Check it out over there.
So that, you know what that means?
Means there's a psycho in our midst.
No, vampires.
I thought that's werewolves.
Oh, sorry, werewolves.
Yeah.
If that doesn't get 1 million views, then I don't know what on earth could. Because that is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Anyway.
Guys, do you like Hazel's new haircut, by the way?
It looks great, doesn't it?
Hazel, how did you find the haircut? She said she hated it. Yeah, we did traumatize her on the haircut.
That's all right.
She just really hates getting her haircut, and it's a battle. Isn't it, babe? Isn't it? Anyway, we're in the tent. It's really nice in here.
Yeah, we were just saying, I wish that the troopy was like this inside. It's just so much lower. There's so much more room in here.
It's not heaps of room. It's probably like this much.
It just feels like a lot.
Yeah.
I miss the troopy. The troopy would have been so
Oh,
much.
now you're on Troopy's team. All of a sudden.
No, the troopy would have been so good today.
I did say that at one point. I said the Troopy would have been way better than the Prado. You just, because it's so much higher up.
Not just that, it's
you
just that
wouldn't have had to worry about the rocks hitting the
we would have had
step.
everything that we ever needed
And
inside.
I would have had plates and bowls and knives.
Yeah.
Which we didn't have.
And we would have just sat inside, like we always do.
Yeah. So it was actually nice to be outside, to be honest. We were talking about when we go to Canada, are we going to be able to just sit outside? Because there'll be bears.
Mm.
If you know anything about that, if you know anything about how we
Yeah.
can protect ourselves from the big bad bears, then let me know.
Mm.
But aside from that, I don't know anything else that
I
we
thought
can...
the Hazel was going to protect us. Sad.
Oh, sad. She's just a little puppy.
Alright, let's go to bed.
You guys, last night was so windy. I didn't really sleep. We should have bought our earplugs, but we didn't. It was so windy. It was just like boof, 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 boof. You could hear it swirling around. But anyway. Woo. At least it's a pretty sunrise. Well guys, we're officially on the road. We're both looking windblown and we're both smelling like fire. But that's okay, because last night was the best sleep of our lives.
Maybe for you. It was horrific.
It was 10 out of 10 bad. But you know what? It's got to rain before the sun shines.
Is that true?
It's got to rain before the rainbow. So we've got to make our way out of here. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
Just as fun as it's been, it's also a sad time because this is the last camp we'll probably ever camp with Hazel. Well, actually, that's a lie. But for a long time.
For a long, long time.
Yeah.
A lot of people keep asking me, Where is Hazel going? Do you guys remember Frankie? Frankie the Labradoodle? She's my sister's dog, and she and Hazel are best friends, and so they're going to be living together with my parents and my sister, so that's going to be really nice.
Yeah, it will be good.
Hazel's going to be in very safe hands, and I know
She'll be loved.
sadly we can't take her to the other side of the world with us because, to be quite frank, I don't think she would survive the flight. And I think to get puppies back into Australia after being out of overseas is really, really challenging, and I think they have to stay in quarantine for up to 3 weeks. And again, I just don't know. She's on medication, and it would just make everything really, really stressful and really, really hard.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Not
Yeah.
Poor little Haze.
Yeah, she will be so happy at home. But it's sad for us. But it's not sad for her because she's going to be living the best life. Walks twice a day, hanging out with Frankie all the time, living in a beautiful house with a beautiful garden. So she's going to be happy as Larry. We're just going to be on the other side of the world crying our eyes out.
Yeah, I'm going to miss her every day.
Oh, yeah.
Which is sad.
It's really sad. But that's okay because sometimes you just have to do things to do things.
You do, yeah.